I hear the comments and the things you write in my video, and so I would like to tell you this one thing. You guys are not waiting for something to happen in your 3D. It has already happened in your spiritual realm. In fact, your person was like put into your life to be your life partner. You are not waiting for something to happen. This attitude itself is wrong, because when you come from this kind of attitude, you get exhausted, you get irritated, you get tired, you're like, okay, nothing works out for me, and that's where you create the struggle. You need to let go of the struggle. You don't need to do anything to earn this relationship. You need not do anything which feels like a struggle, to be in this relationship, because this was meant for you. You guys have chosen each other without any confusion. You guys have chosen each other without any sort of resistance or anything, because you guys love each other so much. So whether it's about a person, you already know who you already know that this person is a life partner. Maybe a specific person or something, or some of you are still wanting someone new, because like I saw some recent comments, so they said that they've not met the one. So if you're someone who has not met the one, please don't worry. There's someone out there in this world for you, and you will find him in a way when you didn't even expect things to happen that way. So I met my SP when I actually never expected that I would meet him that way. So love just finds a way. You don't need to you don't need to go and find and hunt and something like that, which is also a reason why I do not believe in non-love marriages. Because what happens is that you do not actually have feelings for. So anything which is so everything happens naturally, and everything happens naturally. So that's why you don't need to do anything. Your person just comes and finds you. You do not need to go and search something out there to find your person. So that's the thing. And okay, so one more thing. So I think I've shared a lot about my SP journey in this relationship in bits, and even once upon a time, I had put a video wherein I had mentioned that where we met, how we met, and what our bonding is. I repeat the same thing again and again in all my videos. So this one thing. So what happens is that, so anything which happens in your reality, in your 3D reality, first started with a thought. So whether it's that some negative thing happened, that also started with a thought. A positive thing happened, that also started with a thought. So before I met my SP, I had all the qualities I knew I wanted in a person, and then I met my SP, and I met him. I met him really when I was not even in my early 20s. I met him around around 25 or so. So it's never the time which matters, because it's the bonding which matters. It's a love that matters. So nothing else actually matters except that love and that person. Okay, so but you also need to be in that aligned mode. So if you are complaining about okay, I haven't met this person yet, like if you are someone who didn't meet your SP yet, or you are struggling by I don't know how to say this, but maybe you're coming across through a very struggle kind of mindset. I'm not saying that if you meet your person and you see them going down the street and they wave hi, and you are I will not wave hi, because that also is an action I just want to receive. I'm not saying that. What I mean by the struggle is that you should not be the only one doing things. It should be mutual. So that is what I mean by giving up the struggle. Giving up the struggle means when it comes to you, you also, so when they take one step, you also take one step. When they take two steps, you also take two steps. That's what I mean by giving up the struggle. Giving up the struggle means that I do not take the whole soul responsibility of maintaining something on my own. So that's what I meant. And so let me tell you, just tell you something. So few months back, like something happened between me and my between my SP and my mom. And every time, and so at that point of time, my mother wanted to communicate something to me about my SP, which was something which was not good, like something like wherein my SP just told my mom not to message him. So he took help of my mom to make me stop messaging him. And see, this is something which has happened, and I see it in a way that maybe it had to happen for us to be together. But at that point of time, it really hurt me a lot. So what happened was, that was the thing. So he was thinking that he's protecting me by not making me, like, I wanted to message him. I was messaging him for, like, I used to, blast his phone by messaging. And I never got that messages answered back. And I think, like, I had started expecting answering back of those messages. So that's where it come across. So if you're messaging them because you want something out of them, please don't message them. And if you want to message them just like that, you can message them. But since here, like, I cannot message him because, like, he put a notice to my mother that, like, your daughter is messaging me, please ask her to stop. So that's where it came across, and it came to me as a very hurting kind of thing. Because anyway, let's not talk about it. So but I have forgiven that version of my person, because, like, it was a version maybe I made him a fearful version, because everyone is you pushed out. So I made him a fearful version. I know my person is the one who stands for me, who is committed to me, who is who choose whose wife I am. So all these kinds of things I know. But what I'm trying to say is, every time my mom sends me a message through, and I get that notification of that message, like she has sent me some message, maybe image or something, I always feel that it is my SP maybe trying to ask my hand to my mom or something. And it's not something which I try to force it on myself. I think it comes very naturally whenever I see my mother posting something to me in WhatsApp or something like that, and I see through notification she has sent some message, and I'm like, okay, my amma sent me a message. And then maybe my SP is asking my hand or something like that. And I don't know, like, day by day, it's just this feeling gets very stronger and stronger. And it's not something which I could just shrug it off because, like, I am imagining stuff or something like that. Of course, like, persistent imagination creates the reality you want. I know that, and that's what I teach in manifestation. But this is something which also comes very naturally. It's like a feeling wherein his soul and my soul are so connected to each other that we just know something is about to happen, something good is about to happen this time. So that's the thing I feel, that when you know, and when you know this person is yours, and you know that they will do something, like, which will lead to your union. And you just count on it. And one more thing which I wanted to say is, one thing I wanted to say is about the bridge of incident. So what is a bridge of incident? A bridge of incidents is something which you think in your 3D that it is something which shouldn't have happened, but it is something which leads you to your manifestation. So it could be like something which was truly very bad in nature, but it taught you what self-love is, but it taught you how much you love your person and how much that other person loves you, and it eventually brings you back to that desired reality which you always wanted to have. So that is called as the bridge of incidents. Many of us are in the bridge of incidents, and any day our manifestation could show up, because our SPs love us and we love our SPs, and it is mutual, it is reciprocal, it is forever, it is a soulmate bond. So yeah, that's the thing. Have a good day.